Hi everybody, it's Don and I hope you're having a fantastic day. Well, we have one ultra luxury cruise line, Silver Sea, has taken away an amenity that basically has left a lot of guests frustrated and a little angry that this is being taken away with no alternative. We have news about the Regal Princess cruise ship and all her generator repair situation. We have Carnival Cruise Line has come out and said, hey, please don't do this on our cruise ships. It's highly dangerous. And then we have MSC is adding a new loyalty tier to their loyalty program, which I suspect a lot of cruise lines are going to be doing in the future as well. As somebody who works from home and on the road, I'm in my email constantly. That's how I communicate with everybody. Well, one of the bane of my existence is all those spam emails that you get. Whenever you go online and you search for a new car or a cruise, suddenly you're getting all these spam emails about cruises and about these cars. That's because data brokers are collecting your information and they are selling them to people who are looking to sell you things. And that's why you're getting all those emails. But the good news is, if you ask the data brokers to take you off those mailing lists, by law they have to. Trouble is, you and I don't know how to do that. We don't know how to contact them. You know who does? Incogni. So I've signed up with Incogni and they do the work for me. They contact the data brokers and they get them to have you removed from those mailing lists. It's also a security risk when they get your information because just earlier this year, over 3 billion people had their information stolen from a data broker onto the dark web. So yeah, it's a security risk as well. But it also just cuts back on all the spam emails coming to your box. Incogni will do that work for you. And so if you'd like to get rid of a lot of that spam email and protect yourself even more from people looking to steal your information, why not use my link down below or this QR code right here and use the code FAMILY for up to 60% off. I don't think you'll regret it. I certainly don't. I really am thankful I signed up for Incogni because my spam is gone way, way down. So first off, Silver Seas is a luxury small ship cruise line, like 5-star rated, great food, very attentive service, etc. And they go to places like the Galapagos Islands, they go to Iceland, Greenland, they go to Africa, they go to the Antarctica. They know that, they're going to places that are very photogenic. And one of the things they used to offer for people, because yes, we can take our own photos, but generally speaking, it's usually one of the guests of a couple is in the photo and the other's taking it, or you're holding the camera up like this, well, what they used to offer before now is that they had photographers out there and they would take shots randomly during this cruise. So, and then they would put it all together and make a collage, if you will, of videos and photos of your journey. And so yes, they would curate all these photos and everything, all the different locations, so you'd get some like panoramic shots of Africa, or close-ups of animals, or in Antarctica with the penguins, etc. You would see all these things on this USB drive and every guest would get one of them. Well, they've cut that back and they're claiming because of guest feedback, saying that because of your feedback, we have decided to discontinue this because it's not reaching the quality that we expect to provide to our clients. Now, some people are saying now, is that the quality of the USB drive themselves? Perhaps they don't work half the time or they break down. Is it perhaps the quality of the people editing it or the actual people shooting the videos and the photographs? Because people do say that they vary greatly depending on the trip you're on the different expeditions you're on. And so it could be the quality of the actual photographers, etc. as well. But they're now discontinuing that and they say we're working on other things to bring your experience to a greater heights. Except they haven't come out and said what that might be. If there's going to be actually anything, we're working on things, doesn't mean that there's going to be anything in the future. So guests of Silver Seas are a little upset over that situation. However, some guests won't be upset with Princess Cruise Lines because the Regal Princess says both of her generators now. Both have been repaired, fixed, replaced, etc. And the next sailing will now set sail. So that's good news for everyone who is holding their breath and crossing their fingers that their sailing would not get canceled. And it looks like the ship will be ready to sailing on her next voyage, which is really good news. Next, we also have MSC Cruise Lines has come out, and they are saying to everybody, guess what? We're having a new loyalty level. Now, there is some tricks to this one. It is called Blue Diamond, and right now their highest level is Diamond. I'm currently Diamond on MSC. Now, what they also have is status match, right? They're one of the cruise lines out there that no matter what other cruise line you sail with, if you're, say, the most elite with Royal Caribbean, you can give them proof that you are that status with Royal Caribbean, and you reach that status with MSC. You don't get all the perks that Royal Caribbean does. You get the MSC perks, obviously. But now they're coming out with another one, the Blue Diamond, and this level you cannot price match, like status match. It is through only sailing on an MSC cruise ship. There's no status match to reaching this tier. But it comes with things like free Wi-Fi, priority embarkation, disembarkation, captain event invite only, those kind of things, more loyalty perks. So I expect a lot of other cruise lines are going to do this in the future too, as those loyalty tiers have more and more and more people in them and reaching those status. And a lot of cruise lines you hear often cancel certain privileges for certain status that they used to give on certain voyages because there's just so many people who have that status on board, they can't accommodate everybody. So by increasing and having a new level, you can now have events for that level only, which will eliminate the canceling of other perks on the other situations. So that might be a thing coming up in the near future. I also have a very big warning to all people on Carnival Cruise Line, and this should go without saying. Should just go without saying, but we have to say it anyway. But before I get there, let me just invite you to hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. You want to keep up to date with everything going on in cruising, from the change in loyalty status to the new ships coming online to the yacht club experience. Like I'll be doing, like I said, when I get home, I'm going to be doing some longer videos to show just the difference between going on a regular cruise with MSC and going in a yacht club experience. It can be night and day sometimes, absolutely night and day. So I hope you'll join us here. It doesn't cost anything, but it really does help the channel out when you hit that subscribe button, and I really do appreciate it. Okay, Carnival Cruise Line has come out with a warning. Many people are lucky that they've been on cruises and they've never seen a medical evacuation by helicopter. Unfortunately, I've seen numerous ones, but I sail a lot. And one of the things that people always do is they always crowd the balconies or they crowd the top decks trying to get shots of the helicopter making the landing. It's a curiosity thing, right? It's like when you're driving by an accident, people just want to stare at it and see what happened there. It's just natural human curiosity. Trouble is, when those evacuations are happening in the evening, you have a lot of these guests go out and they're pointing their lights from their phone, their lights from their large cameras. They're snapping pictures with flashes, and it's disrupting the helicopter pilots who are trying to navigate in windy conditions above a cruise ship with lights all glaring in their face. And it makes it for a very dangerous situation. And remember, they are evacuating people because they need to get medical attention. So no matter how curious we are and how much we want to get those photos, it just doesn't pay to possibly get in the way and disrupt these, even if they just have to, oh, I'm blinded a little bit, let's pull up in the air and wait a few seconds and come back down. Those are life-saving minutes, and you never know the possibility of what can happen. So please make sure your phone lights are off. Don't use flash photography when you're up there, and just let them do their job, because somebody's life could be in danger on the cruise ship. Well, Let me know in the comments down below, have you reached that #1 tier with any cruise line out there? And are you curious if they're ever going to give you another tier because there's just so many people showing up to those events now? Let me know in the comments down below, and until next time, I hope you liked this video. You did, please give it a thumbs up. Want to see more tips, more tricks, more travel vlogs from around the world? Hit that subscribe button. Until next time, have yourself a safe and a great vacation.